Olivia, obviously these layoffs, around the world are devastating, and certainly so at Airbnb. Tell us a little bit more about which jobs are going to be affected and what Chesky had to say.
Right. Well, coronavirus has really been hammering the travel sector lately. We saw TripAdvisor laying off 25% of its workforce last week, and now Airbnb today. In Chesky's email to all staff, he said that collectively they were all living through the most harrowing crisis of their lifetime, and it's just brought global travel to a total standstill. In response to this, Airbnb's raised $2 billion in capital. It's dramatically cut costs across the company. But Chesky said that he realised he would need to lay off staff when he realised he didn't know when travel would return, and that when it does return, that it's going to look totally different. So we don't actually know where these jobs are going to be cut from, but he has said in this note to all staff that the company will be reducing its investments in luxury travel and in the hotel sector.
He also said that it felt like a torpedo had just hit the ship, and talked about how Airbnb now has to get back to its roots, because if and when the travel industry does recover, people are going to want to stay closer to home and not spend as much. What does that strategy, a narrower strategy, mean for a company that was planning to go public this year?
Yeah, I mean, their public market debut has been totally thrown into jeopardy here with the virus. And I think this is about Airbnb really trying to focus back on what made it so special in the first place, which is the everyday person who wants to rent out their home to a traveler. So the company had been diversifying and getting into transportation and content with a new magazine and, hotels and buying Hotel Tonight a few years ago, and then also branching out into luxury travel. And now from Chesky's note, it looks like the company is really trying to get back to its roots. He's saying that he wants to go back to the basics, to what was truly special about Airbnb in the first place. And he said it's those everyday people who host their homes